Today on the System Society at home. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit of everything. As you can see, I'm putting together a floral arrangement, and if I'm doing this and you've watched my other videos, then you know that means I have guests and I'm hosting. And on this night, I was hosting our girls' night, and then we also had friends coming over for the weekend. So I was really excited to put together a floral arrangement, although it wasn't my original plan. Whole Foods ended up being out of a whole bunch of flowers that I would have preferred to use, but I think this spring bouquet that's kind of whimsical and random turned out really nice, and it's actually something I would probably do again. So I love when stuff works out like that. Second, you're going to see another arrangement I did with the leftovers from this one, and I love the way it turned out. It feels very cottagecore almost, like I just went and picked it out of my garden. So now I'm making a shrimp etouffee, and I'm not gonna lie, this took most of the day. I had to peel and devein all those shrimp, and then I'm actually making a stock out of the shrimp shells. Whole Foods didn't have heads on the shrimp, otherwise I would have used that probably in combination with the shells as well. I know a lot of people don't do that. That's something that I always did in Florida growing up. And then I'm just going to saute in some butter all of those vegetables that you see here. And this stock took about 2 hours to make, and now I'm just straining it into a large Pyrex dish. And this little colander, I guess you would call it, is from IKEA, and it's expandable, and I absolutely love it. I use it for so much. I think it was maybe $10. Once those veggies are good and cooked down, I'm going to add a little bit of flour and stir that in, and then I'm adding my shrimp stock, and I'm going to keep that cooking until it starts to thicken up a little bit. And then now I'm going to prepare my shrimp. So I've taken those out of the fridge, and I'm just adding a little bit of salt because I did use salted butter to cook my veggies in. I didn't want to add too much. Adding some pepper, and then I'm going to just add some Louisiana hot sauce. I got that one in New Orleans last year on my mother-daughter trip, and so I decided to go ahead and just finish up that bottle and mix that in real good. And then I see that I left a shell on the shrimp, so that happens when you're managing dogs and kids and life while trying to cook at the same time. And then once that is nice and thickened, you're just going to add that to the pot for just a little bit. It doesn't take long to cook. Can you believe it's officially spring tomorrow? I'm so excited. It's my absolute favorite time of year, although it feels like the past month has been spring, which I'm super thankful for. But the warm temps, the flowers, the spring dresses and colors, it's all so whimsical and lovely to me. I also love the refresh of changing out our fall and winter clothing for our spring and summer clothing. So right now I'm working on the girls. Theirs definitely takes priority, but I really need to get mine done as soon as possible because I'm leaving for Savannah next week. So definitely subscribe if you're into that style of content, because hopefully I will get it up in the next few days here, but if not, it might not be until next week. So hit the notifications bell so you stay up to date. How sweet are those heart pocket Levi's I got for Emma Rose at a thrift store the other day? I think that they were, $2 or $3. Such a good deal. She definitely didn't need them, but I just couldn't resist them. She has all of her sister's hand-me-downs, and she has so much stuff because that was before we started moving towards a more minimal mindset. And so we just bought so many clothes and then had clothes gifted to us. And so we just had a ton of stuff. So that girl will not need clothes until she hits probably about 4 or 5, because that's when I started minimizing all of our things. So we definitely have a lot less from that, I guess, size on out. So what I just showed you is all of Emma Rose's fall and winter clothes that could actually be transferred to PJs. That's something that we've done for years. It's worked really well for us. Those are items that she won't be able to fit into next year, so we just try to get a little bit more use out of them. I thought about really minimizing all of Brooke's items that I had saved for Emma Rose, but in honesty, I just really love seeing Emma Rose and Brooke's old things. It's so precious to me, and I don't know, it's something I'm never going to be able to see again. She's growing so quick. Look at this little swan skirt. See, stuff like that. I can't just get rid of things like that. I need to see it on one more baby,
Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on.
So now I'm doing the same thing for Brooke that I did for Emma Rose, and I just recently changed Brooke over from black velvet hangers to these white hangers. I thought that she was old enough for the black velvet hangers, but I kept finding too many of them broken, so I decided to just swap her back just to save a little bit of money on those expensive hangers over the next couple years while she's growing. And then I also decided to transfer Em's clothes over to the white hangers as well. She did have the pink baby hangers, and her clothes are just starting to kind of fall off of them, and she can very easily just barely touch a shirt and it just completely comes off the hanger. So I'm hoping by using the larger hanger she won't be able to just kind of rip the clothing off the hanger as easily, which will save us from broken hangers and hopefully keep her from multiple outfit changes a day. But as you know, she is our little fashionista and she has such an opinion about her clothing, and she probably just kind of gets it from me. I mean, she does see that I wear 3 or 4 outfits a day, but typically that's because I'm getting them stained, not because I'm just choosing to change clothes. But either way, she has very strong opinions about all of those things right now, and I just feel like so much of her world is directed from me, so I just let her kind of have direction in that one little area. And then these are the clothes for Brooke that I'll be transferring over for night clothes, and then the first little pile I had is going to go into her off-season tote for next year. And this was her off-season tote from last spring and summer, so I'm just going to go through and double check to make sure that she can wear some of these items from last season. And you're going to see that she has substantially less clothing than Emma Rose, about half a rack, and some of that is her uniforms, and so I really would prefer that they would have about half of a rack. I think that keeps laundry down, and it also ensures that they do have enough outfits. We probably will go out and shop for just a couple new spring dresses for her though. And these are all the clothing items that we are donating. Those are all the pink hangers that I transferred. And then over here we have still some extra clothing that has to go in storage that is left over from Brooke that hopefully Emma Rose can wear, and then some special items that need to go in Em's memory tote. And this is the way their closet looks. It came out really nice. Of course, M's there is a little bit more full. We keep all their doll stuff kind of sitting out, and down here I'm going to put their shoes in bins, change it up from what I had before. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.